I'm searching the web for the latest gaming news. Searching GameZillaMedia.com. Downloading headline.
Alexander, what about this monster story of yours?
Download complete.
The Witcher creator is demanding more money from CD Projekt Red. So, what is it? Sapkowski, the original author of the Witcher series and short stories and novels, has officially demanded further compensation from CD Projekt Red, developers of the highly successful Witcher games based on his work. He wants $16 million.
That's fair. That's fair.
$16 million.
Yeah.
So,
as long as he didn't sign a contract or anything and he's owed it, that's fine.
well, let's just jump to that part, shall we? Should we just jump to that part? Okay,
yeah.
so
You tell me this. Wait. This has got to be a story of CD Projekt Red totally screwing this guy, right? That's what happened,
Yeah.
right?
They
Yeah.
pushed down the little man.
we thought CD Projekt Red was, like, they've never done anything wrong, and they were
Never.
the good guys of this industry. Boy, were we wrong. Because Sapkowski originally agreed to a one-time payment
One time.
from the developer
From the developer.
over royalties
Yeah, royalty.
based on the game's profits. Even though Project CD Red, those evil bastards, offered the later deal to him. They offered it to him. Can you believe this?
I know. Like, company that goes out and says, hey, we'll give you money up front or a slice of the pie for years to come. But you know what? The man held his ground. He said, no, I want that money up front. Why?
Well, that's what he said.
Tell us why.
So this was in an interview to Eurogamer, a well-established group here.
They've been around the block.
Sapkowski declined the offer, saying I was stupid enough to sell the rights to the whole bunch, and they offered him a percentage of their profits. He said, no, there will be no profits at all.
No!
Give me the money right now.
Now.
The whole amount.
All of it.
It was stupid. Enough to leave everything in their hands because I didn't believe in their success.
Idiot.
But who could foresee it? Who could foresee their success?
No one.
He says I couldn't.
That's right.
That is a quote from the creator of The Witcher as to give me the money up front because I have no faith in CD Projekt Red. That is basically what he admitted saying.
Does the article say how much he was given up front?
No, it does not. He does not disclose that. I will tell you, it probably wasn't $16 million.
No, probably
Yeah.
not.
Because
when was this deal struck?
because
The
let's
first
be-
Witcher?
Yeah, it was right. It was the
so
first
then
game.
he probably got like 50,000 for
Right,
it.
because let's be honest. Like, let's also be honest here. Witcher 1, Witcher 2, whatever, they were enjoyed on PC platform, but Witcher 3 was when Witcher blew up.
Yeah.
So if you made the deal before Witcher 1, yeah, you didn't get a whole lot of money, and CD Projekt Red probably wasn't sure what they were going to make either. No one knew the success of the third game down the road was going to be what it was. Game of the year with award after award. No one knew.
Do we know when did the first Witcher come out? Because realistically, it would have been if this was this guy's primary form of income was like these Witcher stories or this Witcher, like if he was planning on living off of that,
He should have done it better.
Like he wouldn't be able to do that up front though. Like it
So,
would
I
have
don't
been
know.
years before
I'm
he would have started
assuming
making money on
it. Came out, what, 2005, 2007?
I don't know. We'll let Tess find that out for us. But I will tell you this, though, just to give you a reference of the success level between the games. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt sold over 6 million copies in 6 weeks. The series as a whole passed 25 million units sold last year. So you can see Witcher 3, just how much momentum built and caused even some ripple effect for people to go back and maybe visit the older games that they didn't even know existed until Witcher 3. Because Witcher 3 was also the entrance to console, so that's the other thing to keep in mind here.
I mean, he has a little bit of footing to stand on. In the article also, it says that Article 44 of Poland's copyright infringement laws, I think it says something like that, states...
Copyright and related rights.
States, Grimlock.
Okay.
This is now your chance to read
In the
it.
event of gross discrepancy
Gross discrepancy.
between the remuneration
Remuneration. Keyword here, remember, remuneration.
of the author and the benefits of the acquirer, or the author's economic rights or the licensee, the author may request the court for a due increase of his or her
remuneration.
That's right.
That's right. So his country basically defends his right to go back at CD Projekt Red and demand more money, even though he made a bad deal in the beginning.
Yeah, which is interesting because I don't think I think if you tried to do that in the States here, I don't think it would fly. I think they'd look at you and be like, maybe you should have made a better call.
Yeah, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
So I did find a reference to how much he was paid.
Oh, nice. So what is
wow.
35,000 Polish zlotys, which is about $9,500.
No.
Okay.
Maybe he's right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like
He's got a little bit to stand on.
I don't think he's right though. You should have took the percentage.
I mean,
that's
no,
true. They dangled a baby carrot in front of him, and he took it.
That's
they
the thing.
Didn't know. Okay,
It doesn't matter if they didn't know,
What
though.
did CD Projekt Red do before Witcher? Tell me one game they made.
I couldn't even possibly think of anything that
Whatever the
they've
code name for Witcher was.
done. I don't I don't know anything
They
before
were
Witcher. I
They
didn't
were
even play Witcher.
nobodies. They were nobodies. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean towards CD Projekt Red, but they were literally like us making a video game in our garage.
How many Polish developers were there?
I don't know. Techland.
Is that Polish?
I thought they were Polish. Yeah, your guys that make what's the game that you like?
Valkyria Chronicles?
Dying Light,
Dying Light? Oh, okay.
which is Techland. I thought.
Is it? I don't know.
I think so.
But what I'm saying is, like, so they're this upstart Polish company. They find this series that's probably super big in Poland, novel form.
Not super big.
In Poland, novel form. I mean, talking about
I don't think
his
it was
stories.
I don't think it was like huge.
It wasn't Harry Potter.
Okay, first of all, yeah.
I'm saying in Poland, not
No,
worldwide.
because if it was that big, then he would have demanded more money up front.
Well, you don't know that. He's an idiot.
Well, that part's true.
And you don't know. We can't guarantee anything
Listen,
he's going
guys,
to do.
I can tell you some real world experience of how these are hard decisions to make. The year was 2009. And a young Deadite was had a meeting with I'm doing air quotes for the listening
Filmmaker.
audience. A filmmaker. We had a meeting at a McDonald's restaurant because he needed someone to edit a movie that he shot.
In a McDonald's studio, yes.
Yeah, and we sit down, and the guy's telling me about how this he kept calling it a movie, but he also kept calling it a pilot to hopefully get a TV show on time. He needs someone to edit it, and I'm having this meeting, and I agree to do it, and I'm giving you the short form of this. And the guy's like, hey, how much do you want to be paid for your time editing? I gave him a price. He agreed to my price, and then he's like, so let's talk royalties. And I could tell this guy didn't know what he was doing. He thought I knew what I was doing, which clearly I did not. But I was like, I don't know. I guess I'd expect to be paid whatever the other royalties for other important people that work on this. And he's like, well, our music writer is getting like 15%.
Holy cow.
I was like, what? And then he's like, so how about we do like 8.5% for you? And I was like, yep, okay. Like, deal. Like, let's sign it up. And the guy's like, well, if we're going to do that, let's, knock it down like another $15 an hour for your editing or whatever. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I kind of got myself into that one by getting greedy and wanting these rights, but let's go for it. Let's gamble on it.
Because it's going to make millions.
Yeah, good. And then I see the footage for the first time and realize this man was an idiot. The concept and the shoot quality literally could have been done by a 7-year-old. It was just an old man smoking weed with a shirt off and like yelling racial slurs at another guy in a garage. And I was like, I really wish I would have taken the money up front. I made a total of $100. He owes me $300 more. I never saw any of the royalties. For all I know, the guy got shot because he showed this very racist movie in a inner city school. So what I'm saying is sometimes you got to take the money up front.
Sometimes you're dealing with a dummy, and sometimes you're also dealing with someone who's more dumb than you.
Yeah, if it turns out this cat is off making a ton of money on films, I'm coming after him for the $300 he owes
Did you
me.
sign anything?
Probably.
Oh, all right.
But it was worth it to never talk to this guy again for him to not pay me the rest of my money.
So, am I right? I don't know if Tess has this data, but the original Witcher was 2007, is what it looks like to me.
I found 97, but that might have been when he did the novels or when he wrote up.
Yeah, because I'm looking at CD Projekt Red developer for The Witcher, October 26th of 2007. The Witcher for Microsoft Windows, and then enhanced version came out in 2008. with the OS X version coming out in 2012, and that's basically where it ends. So that's the original, would have been back in 07. So, I mean, bottom line here to me is that this rings a bell to several other stories I've heard of people that just didn't have faith in whatever the project was and was like, pay me up front, and they got burned because they decided not to take the gamble. They didn't want to take the gamble, they just wanted the lump sum. Okay? You win the lotto and you take the lump sum, you don't get to change your mind later and say, oh, no way, I want the payout over 30 years. You don't get to. So, I mean, whatever. Poland has a law, so they're gonna play around this angle. But again, it's not like CD Projekt Red didn't give him the option.
That's fair. I think that's completely fair because they did. Yeah, all accounts in this article, it plays out like they gave him an olive branch multiple times.
Yeah. And so here's a guy right now that unfortunately his creation is more successful than it's ever been on a different platform than he's involved in, and he's upset about it. Now he's seeing Netflix shows coming out and all this stuff, and I don't know.
But he could be getting paid for that.
I don't know what his level of involvement is across that. I would imagine he's involved in the Netflix version, Netflix part of that.
Unless they bought all rights
right.
to
yeah,
it.
What did you? Yeah, what did CD Projekt Red buy?
There's a lot of fine print that we don't know
because we can't read Polish,
right? Because I can't read Polish, and I am not Polish. I'm Lebanese, or mortal enemies. Anyways, but there's a lot of fine print that we don't know. So there's a hint of me because he has $9,500 from this that feels bad. There's a little bit of me that feels bad.
I don't feel bad because he made that call and he literally was quoted saying, no, pay me up front. I want all my money right now because there will be no profit. That's what he told them. If someone tells me to my face, yeah, sure, give me 10 grand because you're an idiot and nothing you do is going to be successful, I'm going to be like, cool.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I know. And that's why when I am successful, I don't have to worry about paying you out.
Then I'll sue you from Poland.
Yeah, right. We just got to go to Poland. But, CD Projekt Red does come out and say that their lawyers are coming out and saying there's no ground to stand on here. That CD Projekt Red had purchased legitimately and legally. They acquired the copyright of Mr. Sapkowski's work for use in games developed by the company. So maybe Netflix, I would imagine something completely different. Still, the developer noted that in its wishes to maintain good relations with authors of works that they have inspired its own creations, and that it will put effort in to make sure this dispute is resolved amicably. Thank you. So, CD Projekt Red is still even trying to play nice here, and this
because they know they have a cash cow.
Well, yeah, I mean
they have to play nice, really, to maintain the brand of Witcher.
I don't know if they have to play nice. They can't. What is the court's going to strip them of their rights to The Witcher?
I just mean public, like fan base wise.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't even think
no one cares about this idiot in Poland.
Right.
I'll tell you right now, if there is super fans of the game, definitely bought the books. I will tell you that.
I can tell you that super fan Jade, my wife, played the game, and because of it, went back and tried to play the old games, and tried to read the book and didn't like the book.
Yeah, your book sucks.
And she likes to read. Okay,
she does.
She's a book nerd. So I don't know. And I guess my other thing is that
she's good at it too.
Is that are the Witcher games directly related to book story, or is it original story that was created for the game?
I don't know.
I don't know that. So, is the success and the story that people love really tied to anything that this author has done other than the fact of creating this character and world?
We'll just have to wait and see what they do.
Yeah.
What Sapkowski either agrees or doesn't agree to.
I think it's super greedy, and I honestly don't believe he deserves an extra cent. That was his call. He made the wrong one. It's time to move on.